There it is.
Good evening and welcome to the Greenway Advisory Committee meeting for July 19th, 2021. We do have a quorum, so I will call this meeting to order. We need a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting. Need a second?
Second.
Motion carries. New on the agenda, we have the extending of the Greenway to Hurricane Creek. From my understanding, this is going to extend the Greenway from the roundabout to the Hurricane Creek boat ramp. Is that correct, David?
Yes, ma'am. You know, this has been in the works for years. It's been talked about for years. Everybody wanted us to try to take advantage of that resource that we have. I think it's kind of hard to get the Corps of Engineering, TWRA, and the city and everybody to work together. I think there's been some personnel changes on all three fronts. So we had a meeting. Andrew, this is Andrew Stoffel. He's our park supervisor for some of you guys that haven't met him. And Andrew, Randy Frost, our maintenance supervisor, city engineer, Reagan Smith, which is the firm that did our master plan. They're also going to update their Greenway plan. And we had the Corps of Engineers in there also. So that's our next step. Is we had all those together, initial meeting. Reagan Smith is going to go back. They've got some experience doing that, extending greenways. They have experience working with the Corps and TWRA, so they know all the moving parts.
Okay.
Our plan is to, you know, there's an old roadbed there anyway, so it's basically just coming in a top coat and that, but we have to have the Corps of Engineers permission for them to kind of sign over a long-term lease for the city.
Gotcha.
So that's our vision, is to make it from the roundabout to the boat dock area, have a little parking area there for us, and hopefully once that gets established, you know, and the time frame on this is years down the road, but at least it's a start.
Right.
And we'd like to extend, if we can make it happen, extend that area there, eventually put in volleyball, sand volleyball, something, just take advantage of that resource there.
That would be awesome.
I don't know, Andrew, did I miss anything?
We also talked about adding maybe some fishing piers, maybe like a kayak launch.
Okay.
So
Now, that was going to be one of my questions. I know we already have some people that go down through the Greenway, kind of off the beaten path to fish, so I think having those fishing
I
piers
think they were
would
talking
be,
maybe probably at least two.
that'd
two
be
fishing
awesome.
Piers.
Good deal.
Yeah, if you've ever been out to Long Hunter, they have all of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd really like to see us have our citizens that are here be able to use it on this side of the
Oh,
lake.
absolutely. And the volleyball thing, hey, that's awesome. You know, get some teams together and go down there and,
And the guy that we spoke with from the Corps that was at the meeting, they were very receptive, which we knew things were kind of going in that direction, or we were hoping things were going in that direction. So I think everybody came out of there with positive attitudes, thinking, yeah, that this was something we could definitely make happen.
absolutely. That sounds great. Anybody else have any questions?
So that there will be like a picnic area up there, tables and,
Yeah, it should be, the initial plan is to first, the initial phase, you know, is the planning. Once it all gets approved and all the pieces and parts get in place, is to have a parking lot as you come in to the boat ramp area now, that main road leading in, kind of where the old road bed comes through. Have a parking lot somewhere in that general area where that existing trail kind of dead ends into it.
so the parking area would be different or
It'll be a different parking area
different
from the
than
boat ramp,
than the
yes.
boat ramp.
That'd be great, because there's a
That'd be great.
lot of boat
Yes.
traffic.
Oh, yeah, and that'll save some traffic right there as you first turn onto Stones River from the roundabout, with
Yeah.
people that kind of park right there and get to the Greenway from that opening right there at the roundabout, so.
And I think it's definitely a win for everybody involved. The Corps turns over the maintenance to the city, so they're not worried about maintaining that area down there. We get the benefit of having an extra aspect that we can offer to the public. So I think everybody wins. And it's been talked about for years. Everybody's like,
yes.
why do you not take advantage of that? There's just a bunch of people involved in it that have to all agree.
Absolutely.
It's also more eyes on it as well, if you think about it, how we do the cleanups, because we stop kind of at the roundabout, and the dumping of items continues on. So if there's more of a presence there, maybe we can cut down on some of that.
Oh,
Car
yeah.
seats, mattresses, that type thing.
Yeah, I've been down through there with, my husband and my son, and even just getting off the beaten path. I mean, it's a pretty cool little trail to go down and head towards the dock. So I think that would be great. Anybody else have any questions, concerns? No? All right. We'll move on to the 50th year anniversary 5K. This is, hopefully it's going to be a fun run for the 50th year that Laverne has been incorporated. David, would you like to touch a little more on that?
Yes, ma'am, and you are correct. Next year is the 50th anniversary of the city being incorporated, so each month, the city is trying to plan something different. And this was one, it's not actually on the anniversary of the Greenway, because I think our Greenway initially opened 4 years ago in August. But it was an available month that we had to offer something. So I think we're looking at March, somewhere in March 19th may be the date. And it's gonna be we call it a fun run. It's not gonna be timed. I mean, we'll have giveaways, but it won't be an official timed race like our Howl at the Moon 5K.
Okay.
So walk, run, do half of it, do a quarter of it. We're just interested in getting people out to enjoy the Greenway.
Yeah, I think that.
And that would be on the Greenway?
It would be on the Greenway, yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
good.
We would probably start here at the Bicentennial Pavilion. I know when we first opened up the Greenway, we started here at the Bicentennial Pavilion, and then at the parking lot, the main trailhead parking lot, there were kind of activities set up there also. I think we had cornhole set up, maybe we're giving away water. So we may look at doing something like that also, and have giveaways when you come back.
All right. Anybody else have any questions or concerns with that?
No, that sounds like a whole lot of fun.
I know, right? If I could run, I'd go.
Oh,
Can I
we'll
walk?
You can
We
walk
can
also.
walk.
Okay, as long as I can walk, then we're good. Seeing nothing else, we will have our next meeting August 16th, 2021 at 7, and we'll move on to any board member comments we have.
I have a couple of questions/comments.
Okay.
One, I don't know if I just don't know about this or if it doesn't exist, but is there any place when we shut down the Greenway for like a washout or something like that, that it's posted in real time, like on Twitter or the website or anything like that?
We generally, if we do shut down a part of the Greenway, we'll make a post on the park's Facebook page.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the city hall shares that. I think it's just mainly the parks page, but we do try to get that out. Generally, if we have any issues, it's at this underpass here.
Right. There's just been a couple of times that I've come out to go running and I drove all the way from home and it was, chain shut, so
Right.
I didn't know if I just didn't know about a resource.
Yeah, if it's real extensive, we'll shut it down. We've gotten lucky the last couple of big rain events we've had. Stormwater repaired our parking lot, so that's not as big of an issue. So really our only issue is this underpass here. And there's really no way we can filter that water out of there.
The other question that I had is, do we think it would be possible at some point in the future to have maybe a plastics recycling bin a couple of places along the Greenway? A lot of the trash that we see is just plastic water bottles, and a lot of people bring water bottles out there.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering if that might be something we could look into.
And we can definitely look into it, and we have talked about that before. And the issue we've had is we do put out recycling bins in some of our buildings, but they end up mostly with trash. So they're not getting
Right.
recycled. So we could try it and see how it would work, and see if, after a month or so, what the outcome is. And it got to where we did have recycling bins here at City Hall, and then I think they just weren't getting used that much, so the company came and picked them back up.
Maybe if there's like how you have the metal trash cans, because we'd obviously need something that's sturdy and it wouldn't get blown away and people couldn't kick it over and things of that nature. And maybe just have a sign made that says recycling, but it's kind of like the trash cans that we have out there.
Or even if it's the kind that just has the tiny hole that only a water bottle can
Yeah.
fit through, right? I mean, you can't keep cans from being put in there, I guess, but
I mean, it'd be worth a shot, I would think. I
Yeah,
mean,
we could definitely try it.
give it a whirl.
Yeah, but you're right, Laura, it'd have to be something that would be anchored down to the ground, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, just something that you could lift up and just pull the bag out if people put it in. I've seen, you know, during the storm, so much stuff gets blown over, gets blown into the greenway. So I want to kind of put that in there. And like I said, maybe if you just have to make a little metal sign that says recycle. Just
Yeah,
something
our-
that's good
Our
and
sign
sturdy.
shop could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll check into getting some recycling bins.
Okay,
that's a great idea. Thank you.
that is a good idea. Anybody else have anything?
No.
No? Seeing nothing else, I will adjourn this meeting.